The number of people out of work in the UK has risen to its highest level since 1995. Unemployment increased by 220,000 to 2.44 million in the 3 months to June. Paul Kuznecovs runs AEP, UK Baltic Link, a company which helps Eastern European workers move to the UK. Good morning to you, Paul.
Good morning, Jonathan.
So are there still jobs over here for Eastern Europeans?
There are, but not a lot.
There was a report, and I saw in the Daily Mail today, they were talking about the fact that some firms are still employing Eastern European workers because British workers, even though they may be unemployed, don't want to do the kinds of jobs that Eastern Europeans will do. Is that the case?
Not always, but I would say some locals, they wouldn't like doing low-skilled work, even if they are out of job. You know, some people, I would say, they prefer sitting on benefits sometimes. There's this kind of people as well.
Are some unemployed British people just too lazy to work then?
You know what? When people say British workers are lazy, I would strongly disagree with that. You know, British people are not lazy. They are actually the most hard-working people in Europe. That is why I respect and love this country, But there is, as I said, like in any other country, certain type of people not wishing to do low-skilled work. You know, that is when and where immigrants are ready and happy to help.
What are the kind of unskilled jobs you're talking about?
Well, I normally deal with a factory and warehouse job, but field work as well. I'm not working in that specific environment, but there are lots of immigrants in there too.
And the kind of pay, I mean, what are we talking, minimum wage here?
Yeah, of course. Normally we talk about minimum salary.
But I don't understand, because if we have as many people unemployed as we do at the moment in this country, and if there is a job in a factory that is a 9-to-5 job and pays the minimum wage, is it still not worth someone actually taking that job? You know, why would we need an immigrant to come from Eastern Europe or wherever in the world to come and fulfill that job? Why is a native British person still unprepared to do it? You know, I don't quite understand this, Paul.
If to be honest with you, before I didn't get a lot of calls from British workers, but now every day they call, and they look for a job, and I'm sure people are ready to go and do the factory job. But for example, if you yourself, Jonathan, if you lost the work at the radio station, you wouldn't go to work in a factory, would you?
Well, I would if I had nothing else. Well,
some people are not thinking like that. And, you cannot change their mind,
but I don't,
as well.
But Paul, I don't understand why people aren't thinking like, if everything went completely and utterly, A over T at the radio station, and if indeed I was finding it a nightmare to get a job anywhere, if a job came along, a full-time job in a factory, albeit paying the minimum wage, surely that's better than not working at all, isn't it?
It's not always. Some people think differently. There are as many different opinions as people around. For example, if a person has got savings or maybe redundancy pay, maybe they want to just take a break from the hard work. But some people prefer to get benefits, because it's easier to get benefits and do nothing than go and work in a factory. But this is not the majority, A majority of people, they're hardworking and they very actively looking for a job. And the thing is, I strongly believe it will pick up, and I think UK is better prepared for withstanding this crisis. There are still jobs available around, but I must admit it's much, much harder to find a job nowadays.
Paul, thank you very much indeed for your time. Paul Kuznecovs there, who runs AEP, UK Baltic Link, a company which helps Eastern European workers move to the UK. Let me just ask, though, do you think that we do still need workers from other parts of Europe to come and do certain jobs? Are there still certain jobs that native British people just won't lower themselves to do? If so, I just don't understand it. We know that there are 2.44 million people unemployed now. Now, surely some of those people would be happy to go and do jobs in factories Would you? If you're unemployed at the moment, would you be prepared to go and do a factory job, albeit for the minimum wage? 08459 455 555. That's the telephone number. Or are there certain people who are lazy and actually would rather just live off the benefit system than go out and get a job? Because it sounds too much like hard work and not enough money in return for it.